was very blessed. You see my son Nicholas. Nicholas has been on your panel, right? You see my son Nicholas. Me
He's
and his
big.
mother. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's huge. He was just here the other night. But the whole thing is that me and his mother, when we split up, just hear me out real quick. When we split up, me and him sat down. Me and her sat down with Nikki, and he was 8 years old. And we said, Nicholas, who would you like to live with? And Nicholas said, Daddy, right? And Terry was like, no problem. I mean, that's a mother, right? And the other son I have, the mother is a piece of trash. I mean, just a vile piece of trash. And so Nikki is he's amazed, bro. You would love me and you go out, we do anything. Me, you, and Nikki, we hang out. He's so respectful because I raised him. The other kid is a maniac. He's a maniac. I was never in his life. He never had the father because I wasn't allowed to be. It's the craziest thing I've ever. And she is trash, bro. She was like, I dated her for 3 months. I was with Nikki's mom for 11 years. We were married. He's not a mistake, but he doesn't have the structure that Nicholas has, you know? And there are times, Jeff, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. There are times that I'll sit and I'll cry. Tears will come down my face because I hate the fact that I couldn't make him like Nicholas because he has the potential. He's my blood brother, but I could never be in his life.
You said you didn't like him. You thought he was Satan.
When I met him, right? He was a maniac. Like a maniac. He's punching his grandmother. He ripped a faucet off of the fucking sink. And you see me and Nicholas, it's like, it's like it's like wow. It's like soulmates, you know? We look alike. We have, check it out. We look alike, but listen, the funniest thing is that we had the same voice and we had the same verbiage. Like the same verbiage. When we speak, it sounds exactly the same. I'm trying my hardest, Jeff. In the new year, I'm gonna make my New Year resolution is to try to reconnect with him.
You didn't want to though, because we talked. I remember we had a whole conversation about it. You said you don't like him, you don't relate to him.
I've been praying. I've been praying, and I've been going to church a lot. And my father told me, father as in my priest, you have to reconnect. He needs you. He needs you. And he put his hand on my shoulder.
How old is he now?
He is what? He's 13.
Oh,
yeah. Looked me right in my eyes, and he goes, do it. Like he was almost intimidating me, right? He goes, do it. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, this guy's gangster, bro. And he's Jeff, he's from Nigeria. He's black. He's from Nigeria. A Nigerian Catholic priest, dude. I was like, so I look at him. I look at the priest, right, and I say, Father, I say, do you believe in different dimensions? He goes, what does that mean? Right? I say, because I feel like I'm in a different dimension right now. This is the craziest stuff I've ever seen. Like I have a black Nigerian prince telling me to fix my life, and I'm like, promised him that I will do it. I will try. I don't know if I can or not, Jeff, but I will at least try to reconnect. I'll try. My sister, she always contacts my sister all the time. My sister's in her, she's almost 40, but so she's always trying to say, oh, why doesn't he come see him? And then my sister's like, well, you never let him see. Like she's playing these mind games with my sister, right? My sister's a nurse. She's extremely intelligent, right? So the whole thing is that I made a pact with my father that, as in church, so we say our father, to reconnect, to reconnect again. And if you notice, like, if you ever see me on other channels, like, I'm different than I used to be. Remember, I used to be really vicious and attack people. I don't anymore. I'm getting older now, but it really does hurt me that I never had that relationship. Now, remember this. I didn't know he was my son until 3 years ago. I didn't know. I had no clue. So it's not like I was a bastard father.
It's like a Maury Povich thing where you found out you were a dad?
I did. So I was dating. I was with her, and then we only dated for 3 months, Jeff. 3 months. That was it. 3 months. And then she got with somebody else, and she was with that guy for like, shoot, 10 years. So they just assumed that it was his. And then when he left her, they got a paternity test, and it wasn't him. Jeff, she tested 6 people. 6 people.
You bagged you a hoe.
And I come back. Bro, Jeff, she was gorgeous, bro. She was hot as fuck. My son's mother is gorgeous. You see, I can see a picture of her. It's on my Facebook. But Nikki's mom is gorgeous. But it comes back. I'm the lucky winner of a bastard child. It's like, oh shit. I'm like, God, why did you do this to me? Why? Because
you did that to yourself.
No, it was just, you should have pulled out kind of thing, And when you see me and you saw me and Nicholas, you see the exuberant of joy when we sit next to each other. It's like it's oozing through the screen, right? This is
you were oozing.
And then I mean, I will literally, I swear to Jeff, if it was going to take my life right now to save his, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Ready to go. But the other son, I'm trying to find some kind of relation to like an emotional connection. I'm trying to find it, man. I'm going through the church. Our father is telling us, how I can go about it. But and dude, he's so big. Yo, my other son is so big. He's like Nicky. He's huge. He's a huge.
Oh, you have another giant son? You talking about the 13-year-old?
Yeah, he's huge. He's enormous. He's like, I'd probably say he's like 5'10", probably like 180 pounds. He's huge. My birth father. He had 3 sons. My one brother passed away. He had a rare blood disease. He passed away. He did. He passed away in his mid-20s. And so I have 2 other brothers, Brian and Sean. And they're all like big. Like I don't know what it is about Cerrones. Like we're just really big guys. My father only had 1 daughter. Okay. My aunt. He had 1 daughter. Then he had, my grandfather had 1 daughter. And then my father had 3 boys. And then I have 2 boys. And so boys run in our family, But I do believe I really am. And I have 2 daughters, Jeff, that are stepdaughters. But they're stepdaughters.
Oh, stepdaughters. Yeah, your only blood are the 2 sons?
The 2 sons. But I'm going to tell you this. I really wish God would have gifted me a daughter of my own, because it would have been beautiful to walk her down the aisle, to give her away to a good man.
You could walk your stepdaughters, could you?
You can, but your blood, the thing is, Jeff, I love my stepkids. I do. I love them. But the thing is that it's a different kind of love. I mean, it sucks to say that, but like when you see them come out and they know that you made them, it's just different. It's just a different experience, different experience, Nicky came out of his mom. He pops out and he's 10 pounds, like 22 ounces, right? He's almost 11 pounds. And, the doctor hands me scissors and goes, go ahead. And I cut the cord on Nicholas. And then I pick him up and I put him on top of his mom. They wipe him down. And I'm just standing there and I'm looking at the love of my life right in front of me. But stepchildren are still loved. But when you created something, it's a different kind of love. If that makes sense.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. When people never had a birth child and have stepkids, they feel that same level of love. But when you made one and you adopted others, it's just it's a little different, just a little different. Nikki's in college right now, to be a paramedic. So, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's fantastic. It's disingenuous to say that you love your birth kids more than your stepkids, because I do think that there's a connection with the blood. I really do,
Like currently though, you have more of a connection with your stepkids than this blood Satan.
Yeah. Blood Satan. Stop it. No, well, Jeff, I've only seen him 2 times.
How old was he the first time you saw him?
How old was he?
Yeah.
9, maybe 9.
And what was your reaction?
It was awkward. It was awkward. Like, I don't, it's awkward, you know? Family's wealthy. They're extremely wealthy, right? And I pick them up. I go there. I'm talking to them, and he was so happy. He's like, "Oh, my dad's here." I'm like, "Well, that's not proven yet. I don't. I don't know if this. I don't know. I'm just. I reached out, just because she's like, This is before the test, Jeff. This is before the test, right? So this was just
Oh,
allegedly.
you didn't even know he was your kid?
No, no, no.
Else, there's this strange kid that might be yours.
Might. And then he's running around. He's going, "This is my dad. This is my dad." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I don't know if that's true or not, right? Like, he wants to hang out with you. I'm like, "That's cool." So I was like, I looked at him. I said, "What do you want to do?" I don't want to say his name. "What do you want to do?" He goes, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "Well, let's go get something to eat." So we went and got something to eat. Just me and him. We get something to eat.
What was the Happy Meal prize?
No, I took him to Applebee's. We went to Applebee's,
Oh.
a restaurant, and he goes, "This is my dad. This is my dad." Like, to just random strangers. Right? I'm like, I don't know that yet. Like, but I didn't crash the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he is or not. So I said, "What do you want to do?" He goes, I want toys." I'm like, "Okay." So then I took him to Walmart, right? We went to Walmart, Super Walmart, and I bought him a bunch of stuff, right? And he's like, "Oh," I spent like 100 and something bucks, right? And remember, this is, like 8, 9 years ago, well, not 8, 9, was it? Yeah. 5, 6 years ago. And he starts acting crazy. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" And he starts like going nuts. I'm like, "The hell?" And
Maybe he's autistic. Maybe you have an autistic kid.
so I said to him, I was like, "Hey," "Hey, this is what I did the tone scale. I said, "Hey, relax, respect your mother, respect your grandmother." He said, "I'm calling the police on you." I stood up and I said, to the grandmother and to the mother, "Have a great day. I'm gone." And I left. And then as I left, they're texting me, "You piece of crap. How dare
So
you?"
even your own kids were calling the police on you, even back then.
No, they're just he's mentally unstable. I think. I reached out a second time. I met him again a second time, and all of us went out to eat at a restaurant.
How old was he then?
Uh Maybe like a year later, and he's just like throwing stuff and acting crazy. And I'm like, "Yo, this is
I wonder if
wild."
he's autistic.
Um, I don't think it's that. I think it might be bipolarism. Jeff, I have no mental illness whatsoever, whatsoever. I mean, I'm telling you, dude, I like to troll, right? But
You laugh.
I don't take medications. The only time I ever took medications was when I went through my divorce, and I was super depressed. You go through divorce, you're depressed, right? And I took Zoloft. It just balances you out. And I took it for a few months, and that was it. That was all. When me and Nikki's mom broke apart, I was in the pits of hell, emotionally pits of hell.
Yeah.
I didn't
get it.
want
I've
to.
been-
I didn't want to. I didn't want to take my life. I'm not looking to leave because I would never leave him. But it was crushing. It was crushing. The amount of love and the amount of effort I put out. I felt lost. I felt like walking through a desert. When I looked at him, I didn't see any part of me in him. Emotionally, like, that's not
I
me.
thought this was after the death. The second dinner was after the
And Nikki was there. Nikki was at the dinner. And there's a picture of me, her, and him and Nikki at church. We went to church one time. It was the same day. We went to church, then we went to dinner. Went to
Do
church.
he and Nikki keep in touch? Like, are they close?
No. People want to make fun of me for this, but it's not funny. It literally is when you find out you have a child that may have some mental issues, right? Possibly. And it's not funny. It's a hard transition because my son Nicholas is so awesome. So how can you have a kid that's so awesome? And he's my blood. I mean, he's from me. And how can you have another kid that might be messed up, mentally? There's something wrong there. There's something wrong. And it's not from me because we don't have that in our family. We're all excellent. We have problems, but we don't flip out and rip faucets out the ground and punch grandmas, and we don't do that kind of stuff. We don't do that. I'm not a licensed therapist. I have a little
Is
bit
he
of
in
psychology.
special ed? Do you know?
No, he's not a special ed. He's actually, she said he's very intelligent, highly intelligent, but they have to give him medications to calm him down, because he gets the hot head. He starts yelling and stuff, so yeah. And he's huge. He's big. He will be Nicky size. I could tell you that. He'll be a big boy. We're from good stock. But yeah. I'm gonna try my hardest, Jeff, to bridge the gap. I'm telling you, Jeff, between me and you, my friend, going into the new year, I'm gonna try to bridge that gap. I'm gonna try to be there for him. If I can help in any way, I want to.